Escapes Lawn Care, your all-electric lawn care, based in Ackworth, Georgia. Mike and his staff do an amazing job. Follow them on social media at Escape Lawn Care, or find them on the web at escapeslc.com to make Escapes your all-electric lawn care.
Here we go.
Broadcasting from the Car Hole Lounge and on Instagram Live, it's Smokin' Sounds, the ultimate podcast for cigar and pipe enthusiasts, WWE fans, and those looking to embark on a journey where smoke intertwines with sound. I'm Sean, one of the hosts, and joining me is a man who needs no introduction. The man that gives the American nightmares. It's Justin!
Hey, everybody. Hey. Holding up my tin of Warhorse Bar that I'll be smoking today.
That's right.
So we are braving, guys. I want you to know, as you're hearing this, okay, it is 96 degrees and it feels like 102.
100 in hell.
But here we are braving it for you here. This is what you call the Car Hole faithful right here.
That's right.
And so some of you have already kind of been with us on Instagram here, kind of saw it is an actual car hole because a car was here. Now it's gone. So it's not just a corporate thing. So.
Oh man, look at that V cut I just got on that.
Yep.
With my switchblade. Hey, speaking of switchblades, Danny Boy from The Outsiders from House of Pain, he has been posting a lot of pictures of him smoking cigars, and I commented on there the other day. I said, hey, Smokin' Sounds podcast right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's get together and have a smoke. Speaking of Tulsa, Oklahoma, this is Tulsa's very own. From Black Mesa Records, this is R.R. Williams with the title track to his latest album, Unremarkable Lives. If you do not have this album, I highly recommend streaming it. Jump
Absolutely.
on blackmesarecords.com. Order you a physical copy, man. The vinyl is absolutely beautiful. We've got an autographed copy coming to the Car Hole, and we're going to see what we can't do about maybe, hint, hint, wink, wink, maybe a little R.R. Williams giveaway, Justin. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that is just what our audience needs to get started. We love Black Mesa Records. We love R.R. Williams. If you guys listen a few episodes back, he was on our show live. Doing a couple tracks. I messed him up, but even still. So, we are big fans, and we were excited for his August release of this latest album. So,
and you know who else we really love? We love Bryce over there at Silent Hero Cigars. We just got our Silent Hero cigars in. I cannot wait to have Bryce on with us and smoke those and just let you guys hear what an amazing guy Bryce is. What an amazing story he has. I cannot wait to get Silent Hero cigars. Man, I'm talking to every shop here in Tulsa I can, Justin. I'm telling them, hey, you need to get some Silent Hero cigars.
Yeah.
If anything else, me and Justin will buy them.
Yeah.
Right?
Mike at the Tobacco Pouch. I hope you're listening.
At Pipe Mike.
At Pipe Mike.
Try to follow him.
He won't answer most of you, but I think we're wearing on him because he's been on 3 podcasts now? Something like that. And I tell you what, guys, he has the fever. He is getting that podcast fever. So all you Potiversians, get a hold of at Pipe Mike on
That's
Instagram.
Right. So guys, let me just tell you, today's episode we're calling it Insta Smoke because we're on Instagram Live. We thought it'd be fun to kind of interact with people while we're recording. So if you got something you want to say, hey, jump on there. Hey, we want to say what up to the franchise Perfect Cigars. We got a little, I think I'm saying that. I'm trying to read this sideways, guys. So if I mispronounce something, I'm sorry, because I'm trying to run the board and look at this. Hey, listen, speaking of Black Mesa Records, Bo Jennings and the Tigers, this is Broken Angel. This latest album will drop in October for Bo Jennings. He's going to be in Tulsa in October. Hoping to have him on with us. We love having live musicians on with us.
Oh, yeah.
So if you stream on Apple or Spotify, look up Bo Jennings and the Tigers.
Absolutely.
The Francis Perfecto cigars. Thank you. It was all running together. Thank you. So So we really don't have a plan. We are just going to kind of BS our way through this. What do you say, Justin? We're going to BS our way through this?
Are you kidding? That's how I get through life.
Hey, and listen, we've got a lot of listeners out of the Georgia area, and I really do want, if you're in Georgia, I want you. Mike Bellows is one of my best friends. I've known him, like Jake likes to say, I've known him longer than I haven't known him, and I really want you guys to check out his company, Escape Lawn Cares, all electric. Dude, Mike's like an engineer, right? He's way smarter than I ever could be, Justin, but
me too.
I'm going to use some fancy terms like engineered. No. So he engineered some like solar panels to go on the side of his trailer so that he could charge his equipment going from job to job.
Well, there you go.
That's why he's like the HOA president of lawn care, if you will. So I hope I'm describing that accurately there, Mike. Mike knows I love him. We were recording an album many years ago, and Mike was a singer, right? He's one of those guys that I know you know some of these people, Justin. I wish I just had as much talent as he has in his like little pinky, right?
Oh yeah,
and,
that's for sure.
He was going in the booth to sing, and he made a big old belch and looks right in the video. This is when we had to carry on video cameras, and he says, "You got to get it from the gut." And he went there and sang "Dreams in the Mist" like it was nothing. So I wish I had that. I would play it for you. So, but so we got a little Bo Jennings, Black Mesa Records. Check them out. Justin, why don't you? Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's do this. Let's just do this because we got to make it official, like a referee with a whistle.
This Smoking Report.
Brought to you by Zemo Nicotine Pouches, the future of nicotine pouches. Hey, guys, if you're on Instagram, follow them at Zemo Pouches Official. Zemo Nicotine Pouches. So what are you smoking on over there, brother Jeff?
Well, I tell you, so today, as I demonstrate, I'm smoking a Warhorse Bar. And now I wanted to talk about a couple of things that since our last episode. Big thanks to Pipe Mike. He introduced us to the, I believe that was the Hoyo de Monterrey Oscuro.
Oscuro.
Yeah, and
I can't say it cool like he does.
He's that's the one. If you guys listen, he talks about it having like cherry coke and rye bread. Just an excellent cigar. I didn't get as much cherry coke out of it, and it certainly was not an infused cigar at all. So when you hear cherry coke, don't think flavor infused. But there was a sweetness that sort of lasted kind of halfway through the cigar and then kind of went away. But it's mainly bread. Now, Brother Sean, I think you said you smoked that too, and you kind of got that same impression.
Yeah. So, now look, I don't have the best palate in the world, okay, but I did catch a little bit of that. Cherry cola on the back of the old throat there. And I got a lot of cracker or bread or whatever rye you want to call it.
Yeah.
But just, a really good, inexpensive cigar, right?
Oh, yeah. I think that what he said, the price point was like $8 or $9, something like that. Or I can't remember.
Something like that.
Don't quote me on that. But a very and no construction issues. Great draw. As what you would expect from Hoyo de Monterrey. So.
But to find a good, now I know we love factory smoke and budget cigars and all that, but I'm telling you, for the price point, I still have yet to find anything that beats that CAO Fossa, the Sol and the Noche. Those are still two really great cigars in an $8 price point.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so the other thing, then the day after we did Slam and Smoke, the Tulsa Pipe Club met. It was a Thursday night meetup, and so I actually picked up a couple ounces of Old Joe Krantz for the pipe.
Okay.
Now, what you should know about Old Joe Krantz is that it is a straight burley. It is a straight no flavors, no cherry, no vanilla, no maple.
I love maple.
Just a very old-fashioned type smoke. Old Joe Krantz, or OJK as they call him, has been around forever from Cornell and Deal. And got some more of that to go, and I tell you, on these hot days, most people, I'm kind of backwards. Most people on the hot days, they smoke aromatics. They smoke the peach and the cherry and the vanilla. Now, I'm kind of opposite. On the hot days, I like the straight burleys, the stronger, kind of heavier, more earthy burleys. Much like, and I will talk about Warhorse Bar here in a second, but but old Joe Krantz certainly fits that bill, and just a straight, honest burley. So I recommend it for my pipe smokers out there. Go ahead, Sean.
All right, so listen, right now I'm smoking on one of my, probably one of my top 5 favorite cigars. That is the 14th anniversary from Room 101 Cigars. Just a fantastic cigar. I heard the 15th anniversary is coming out. So this is what I'm going to be smoking on while we're recording Insta Smoke here. But I want to tell you guys about something I smoked the other day. And I think it changed my life a little bit, Brother Justin.
Uh-oh.
So... Oh, sorry, I was missing a beat in the draw there. So listen, Stolen Throne Cigars. Oh, my God. So I went into a local establishment here in Tulsa, and I was actually talking to the guy about, hey, who does your ordering? Can we get Silent Hero cigars in here? And he said, well, hey, you want to talk about boutique cigar manufacturers? So he walked me over, and he introduced me to Stolen Throne Cigars, and I bought the Crook of the Crown, which is a San Andreas Maduro wrapper with an Indonesian binder and a Nicaraguan filler. And you talk about a pepper bomb. Boom! Man, I absolutely loved it. You know, we got it, and he told me, he said, man, you're going to get a lot of pepper on the foot. He said, but it's going to mellow out, and all of a sudden you're going to feel like you're drinking a cup of coffee. And he couldn't have been more accurate in his description. That pepper, you know, it wasn't too overpowering, but it was definitely there, and it eased into some cocoa and espresso notes. You know, it was just, I cannot wait. They've got some other lines I wanted to tell you guys about. They've got the Stolen Throne, also has Three Kingdoms, an Ecuadorian Habano, Oscuro wrapper. I cannot wait to try that one. Call to Arms, which is a Sumatran wrapper, all with Nicaraguan binder and fillers. And the Yorktown Fleet, a Sumatra Maduro, Justin. I thought that one would be right up your alley.
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait. Yeah, I need to get a hold of that. That is for sure.
And guys, this Insta Smoke episode will be out wherever you get podcasts tomorrow at midnight. So if you get a shout out on here, you got something you want to say, you want to plug, hey man, let us know. There's Cigars with Angel. That's our main man.
All right.
Cigars with Angel. Woo! little woo for you.
There you go. There you go.
So, yeah, so this is just me and Justin. We thought, you know what? We've done some episodes here recently, but let's just try to connect with everybody. We're hoping Cigars with Big Al's going to jump on here in a little bit.
The Wolf, come on.
Hey, maybe Levi from the Tulsa Pipe Club will jump on. Justin, Okie Smoker Cigars. You know, we love these guys. We love all you guys. We appreciate each and everybody that tunes in and listens to us when we get episodes out. I think that's all I got. You got anything else, Justin?
That's it for now.
All right. Thank you. The Smoking Sound Smoking Report brought to you by Zemo Nicotine Pouches, the future of nicotine pouches. How'd I do? That's pretty good?
Well, that is good. I mean, I would pay for that.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me see what else I got on the notes here, Justin. I know we've got the Instagram going. I was kind of, hoping that we get some more questions, but those will start rolling in. We've talked about R.R. Williams' Unremarkable Lives, out now from Black Mesa Records. Let's see. We got another little Oklahoma boy, Zach Bryan, playing underneath us here. He's going to be at the BOK for 3 nights in December. We're hoping we can connect with him. Probably won't happen, but we're going to try.
Yeah, it might be another case where he forgets to message you back. Well, listen, he meant to.
Now, Justin, it's kind of like the 8 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. Hear me out real quick. It won't take that long. So our good friend R.R. Williams is real good friends with John Moreland. John Moreland is performing at the BOK with Zach Bryan.
Oh.
So see, there's Big Al. Woo! See, that's what I needed to do. I had to start talking about Zach Bryan to get Cigars with Big Al on there. Hey, and we might have the Hollywood Blondes coming on in a little bit.
All right.
Big Al knows all about. Am I saying that right? Hollywood, is that?
Vintage Blondes, I think.
Vintage Blondes. Damn, I was thinking about the damn. See, Big Al jumped on, made me start thinking wrestling. I was thinking about Stone Cold Steve Austin and Flying Brian Pillman.
So yeah, definitely. Now, and again, we're cold chilling out here at the Carho Lounge, and now I want to talk about now. Paige Turner has been in contact with the Eagles Herf on a pretty regular basis, and so we want to eventually we want to go out to the Carthage area where she's at and do maybe even a video podcast, because she has some stuff that she can demonstrate out in the farm.
Now, Paige does know we have faces for radio, right?
Well, yeah, and voices made for print.
That's right.
That kind of thing. That's a very old show.
Oh, wrong button. Hold on. No.
Oh,
I give up. I quit.
He's gonna go through them all again. There we go.
That's why Big Al's gonna take my job. He'll know what buttons to push.
But so we kind of have that it kind of in the works there. Now, I wanted to, this is Smoke and Sounds, and so I wanted to tell you about, of course, give you a little report. We always kind of stop and talk about what we're smoking. So what I have is actually an unfinished briar pipe.
There you go. And the pipery just joined, so this is a great time for you to tell us about
there you go.
pipe.
So these are very inexpensive at the tobacco pouch. You can get them at a really good price, and they're just about the right size for a kind of a decent smoke. So this Warhorse bar has a little bit of anise. Has a little bit of it's almost aromatic, but it's really strong burley mainly. So you get a lot of earth. You get a lot of kind of not grassy, but more like earthy, more woodsy kind of feel. Some people would describe it as coffee, but it's more earthy, woodsy to me. No Latakia, no. I think there is Virginia in this, but it's very light.
Brother Big Al says, yo, it's so funny that Paige is an avid book reader with the name Paige Turner.
Yeah, it's what are the odds? So by the way, again, as was reported last time, Sean made a mistake and put me sort of in charge of the Facebook side.
A mistake? You're doing great.
So
hey, we put a video up there and we had over 2,000 people watch it.
Right on. Right.
I should have hired you sooner.
I'll tell you what. So you guys, you can get in contact with me. I'm going to start putting the videos of my own. Because if Sean can do it, I can do it.
That's right.
But not better. Just I can do it as well.
No, you'll do it better. You'll do it better.
So definitely. So check out our Facebook page at Smoke and Sounds, and just want to give a shout out to Casey Baugh, who will be leaving for London soon, or in the London area, to do some of the work that she does. Now she's an actual musician, and actual like a real singer, So,
man, I love this song by The Replacements. Did you used to listen to them back in college days?
Back in the day, man.
What was it? Paul Westbrook or something like he was on the single soundtrack and Dyslexic Heart. Oh man, his name, I know it's Paul, his name just escaped me.
Come on, Instagram people, help us out here. That's why
that
we're
might
live.
be a little too old.
Well, now
so
come on.
I got to turn to what's her name. We can't say it because she'll start talking. So,
but yeah, definitely. So anyway, so we're on.
Paul
Westerberg.
That's right.
Okay, so I'd heard some of their music, but I wasn't the biggest Replacements fan, but I do kind of know about them.
Yeah.
And
let me play you a little Dyslexic Heart from Paul. You'll probably recognize this one. See, Cigars with Big Al. Big Al's always got our back, man. He came through. He was right too, Westerberg. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, man. You know how I found out about them is I used to listen to a podcast, 5 Honey by Midnight. It was a podcast about Las Vegas because that movie. They say we're going to be at 5 Honey by midnight. So
Are they still around, or do you know?
Oh yeah. Tim and his wife, they've got like 17,298 episodes or something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I was listening to them in 2009.
Wow.
And Tim was, when I started talking and thinking about doing a podcast, he reached out to me and was telling me everything I needed to look at. And that's what, just like this Instagram cigar community, the podcast community, Dave and Rob and our friends over at Totally 80s.
Yep.
Hey, we got Jason, the Dram Amateur. If you guys want to listen to a great podcast about liqueurs, am I saying that right? Liqueurs? I wanted to sound like I'm a professional podcaster here.
I just call them liquors.
Liquor.
Because I'm from Oklahoma, they're liquors.
But listen, Jason's not just going to talk to you about, an ice, E-Ice 4040 or whatever those malt liquors are we used to get out of the cabinet at Quick Trip.
40 dogs.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you, I listened to his latest episode. I learned things about tequila I didn't know. So, people collect liqueurs like they do baseball cards.
Yeah.
So,
and matter of fact, I have. There's a guy. We are going to go to a. As yet undisclosed location where there's a man cave, and one of my deacons from the church that I attend will actually be there. And you talk about, now he has it's almost all bourbon, and he's gotten into cigars and stuff. But as of yet, I can't divulge his location because the church elders might find out. And hey, like I always say, it's easier to ask forgiveness than it is to ask permission. So
that's right. Jason said Mad Dog 2020.
Right on.
That's right. Hey, hey, look, our boys Ben and Andy and Robert and Grib, all of the guys over at the Leaf Cutters are jumping on here. What's up?
All right, man. What is up, guys? Hey, we're just kind of doing that, whatever this thing is that we do. Again, we're out here in the live at the Carhole Lounge.
Carhole Lounge.
So if it sounds like we're in a jet plane, no, we're not aboard Sean's private jet. There's a fan.
That's what's keeping us cool out here. Hey, I played at One Oak Field. Justin was out there. You guys may have seen the video.
Yep.
And I got a new favorite song while we were out there, Justin.
What's that?
Let's play it. Now, I did message for permission for this song. Luke Combs, you forgot to text me back, but that's all right. I'll text you later. From the Twister soundtrack, it's our boy Luke Combs, who loves the Nashville Dollies and he loves Sandlot baseball. Ain't No Love in Oklahoma on KABS 101.1.
Oh, no.
Let's stream. I made that last part up, Justin.
All right, so this is a perfect place. How's that Room 101 treating you?
Man, it is man, it's like a warm blanket, right? It's a dark wrapper, right? Which the old Sean, it would have scared the schnizzle out of him, right? Because all I could be able to think was, man, that's going to put me on my keister.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Matt Booth, all those guys over at Room 101, they're another cigar manufacturer that I have yet to have a bad cigar from. I've had the Payback. I've had the Hit and Run. The the 14th anniversary, the 12th or 13th anniversary. I'll smoke any and everything that they put out because Room 101 is the room for you. There's always room.
There's always room in Room 101.
Room 101.
So yeah. So still, I know Sean has had there's been a regime change, and that Crooked Crown is probably your new number one. Man,
it's number one for sure.
So
it might even go toe to toe with the undisputed heavyweight smoking sounds champion of the world, the Tabernacle.
The pterodactyl.
Damn it.
Now I have not tried that Crooked Crown from. See, is that what it is? I mean,
hold on, look. Now you got me going back in the notes, Justin. That's okay. The Crook of the Crown.
Crook of the Crown
by Stolen Throne Cigars.
By Stolen Throne Cigars. Okay, so I have not tried it, so I can't speak on that. But I will say this. I don't know, because like the Acid 20 And the Deadwood stuff, I tell you what, the Tabernacle better get his faction in line and ready, because
you saw what's coming.
Yeah,
you saw what's coming.
Oh my
Justin.
God!
You saw what's coming.
I tell you, because now, so Dias de la Muerta is approaching, and Deadwood is going to be celebrating that with a new cigar. I suspect it's going to be the same flavor, just different packaging, but that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy chick in a Halloween costume. How can you go wrong?
Right. And Ben, from Leafcutters, he said, and he's right. Room 101, they just got sold. I think General Cigars. But I think Matty Booth is still on with them as like a advertiser or whatever. But yeah, and then the Farce too. That's another one that I've had from Room 101 that I really enjoyed. But yeah, so if you guys are out there and you're in your local cigar shop and you're looking for something, look for something from Stolen Throne, the Crook of the Crown, the Kingdom, the Three Kingdoms, Call to Arms, Yorktown. Yeah, so
now
I know a guy for that.
Yeah. So we're loving the new Post Malone album, his new country endeavor. It is absolutely fabulous. And guys, I'm going to commit a little heresy. I love country music. Not a fan of Dolly Parton at all. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to say it. I have to be true to myself. I'm not. But now she makes an appearance on the Post Malone album, and I dig it.
I heard that. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, it's I can't remember the name of the track, but it's and I dig what she does on it. She's not over the top, and she's not whiny and stuff. But again, I'm not a Dolly Parton fan, but I like her song with Post Malone. And by the way, if you listen to the new Post Malone album, the one thing you're going to find out is the first track he talks about smoking, and the second track he talks about cigars.
Well, listen, and look, I was just looking, I forgot. Hey, Bullets and Brave, Nick has made us so many stands. This one actually Dirk sent. This is for the North Georgia Cigar Festival. Man, if you guys need a cigar stand, hit up Bullets and Braves. He makes some great. Big Al just got a Smoking Sounds one. But the reason why I was trying to do that is because if I drop this, you guys are going to hear me cry, and I apologize in advance. But, so J.C. Newman, you guys may have heard of them, a little cigar company. They sent me a whole lot of these vintage ashtrays, right? Mm-hmm. And it says J.C. Newman Cigar Co., Tampa, Florida, 1895. They are awesome. I haven't even put a cigar in it because they're just so beautiful, right? They're more like a decoration. Well, we've got a couple still in the boxes. We may have a giveaway coming up.
So if you guys are interested, leave comments on Facebook, leave feedback on Instagram, wherever you can. Apple Podcast has where you can leave us feedback.
Yeah, definitely.
And I tell you what, I'm just gonna make this up on the fly. Tell us why you need one of those giveaways.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mean like a sob story. I'm not interested in hearing you cry on the comment section, but tell us why you need that, and we will pick some winners and announce them on our next episode, hopefully.
I want to show you guys this other cigar stand from Bullets and Brave, but look, this is the one that he made for Smoking Sounds. If you guys can see that right there, bam, look at that. You can't see me.
And we are not giving that one away.
No. And there's another one. Shit, I got too much stuff back here, Justin. Damn, Nick, I'm sorry. It's got brass knucks on it and everything. My son must have took it. He's probably going to try to hit me with them brass knucks or something later.
to get the belt back, And,
that's right.
So again, leave us feedback, and we will pick out winners. I would like to say, we're going to put everybody in a hat and draw and stuff like that. No, I
can't draw.
I can't either. So the only thing I can draw is on a beer tap. But anyway,
I can draw on this cigar.
Yeah, there you go. Never, because he never misses a beat or draw.
Hey, so. And Ben from the Leaf Cutter says, just so we know, his entry comes with a $20 bill.
Oh my!
The bribes have already started.
Oh my! I tell you what. So again, leave us some feedback. Tell us why you need these things. Oh, and so now before we kind of get off this subject here, I wanted to talk about so you guys are well acquainted with our vintage chips, our poker chips that we have, and so there will be a new line coming out. Hopefully featuring both Ash Cigarilla and or Herfy the Eagle.
That's right.
So now those are kind of still in the works, so we don't have those yet. But a lot of you, please get in contact. We can get these new chips out to you.
That's right.
And of course, now don't forget to shop for us. On Bonfire at bonfire.com/store/smoking-sounds.
That's right, because it's a return of the Mac.
Yes, I do.
Hey,
yes, I do.
I thought I would switch it up a little on you there, Justin.
Man, you got ADD, man. You know what?
You just now noticing that? After almost 30 years?
I just now noticed it, like today. That's like, you know what? I think he. Everybody. Hands in the... Oh, wait a minute. I guess I do, too.
Well, see,
hands
hey. That's right. So...
And wave them like you just don't care.
That's right. We're just having a little fun, folks.
That's right. Hey. That's kind of what we do. And so we got the chips coming out. Look for us on Bonfire, Smoking Sounds. We have new lids. We have some new shirts. We still have the bookworm stuff, the Hot 80s Blonde stuff, even... Yours truly has made it on a T-shirt. Tiffy Time.
That's right.
Is there? You can see me pre-gaming on right on the front of the T-shirt there. So,
and if anybody knows Tiffy Time, we would love to get her one of those so that she could be an official Smoking Sounds model.
That's right. If anybody does, I'm sure we'll contact her, and she might forget to
return our message.
To return our messages. I'm sure it's just an oversight, but. Anyway, so definitely, we want you guys to really interact with us and maybe get some merch, whatever. There's a coffee cup over there and at the Bonfire. So definitely check us out. It helps us do that thing we do.
That's right.
And besides, if you don't, I might have to go get like a real job.
I have one of those. I don't encourage that.
Yeah,
I don't encourage that behavior.
Not recommend. Not recommend. So,
Brother Justin, I wanted to talk a little bit of music, on this episode because we are Smoking Sounds.
Yep.
I want to see if you know who this is that's playing. I want to see if you can recognize this.
No, I don't.
Okay, so the Foo Fighters did like a side band called Dream Widow, and they did it for like a movie or something like that. And so this is kind of a little bit, it's all the Foo Fighters just under a different name.
Oh, wow.
And a little bit heavier. And the reason I bring that up is because I was listening to our friends Dave and Rob over at Totally 80s and 90s Recall podcast today. And they went and saw the Foo Fighters in Seattle the other night. And then they ran home and recorded an episode about seeing the Foo Fighters.
Oh, wow.
Awesome episode. If you guys aren't listening to Totally 80s and 90s Recall, the Dream Amateur, you guys got to subscribe to these people. Like I said, the podcast community, the cigar community, it's all love. There is no competitors. There's just community, right?
Right, and we have covered that a bunch. But yeah, there's we're not against anybody. We're not like trying to be like have more than they or them with us or anything. It is a community, and honestly. That's why I've stayed in the Potiverse, because I love this community. I love that everybody can just get together and say, hey, I do my thing, you do your thing, and we help out one another. I love that. I love that.
Who I'm trying to talk into starting a podcast?
Who's that?
The guy that's going to take my job.
Oh, Alan Wolf?
That's right. I think Big Al would be a great podcaster.
See, when he sat in for me when I was defending my title in Jacksonville, I thought I had already lost my job.
Man, what a perfect song to play sitting out here in the car hole lounge. Little Van Hagar coming at you with some Summer Nights, Justin. And the reason why I play this?
Because you have ADD?
Well, that and I got a text from cousin Christy or Aunt Christy last night, and so Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, Jason Bonham, and Joe Satriani are on tour together, and I think the tour is called The Best of Both Worlds. They're doing a bunch of Van Halen stuff.
Oh, that would be a
and
tremendous
I've
show.
been seeing my cousin went and saw them the other night, and just hey, they still have it, and there is no replacing Eddie Van Halen, but Joe Satriani is not a lightweight guitar player.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine.
Well, Aunt Christy texted me last night to let me know, to rub it in. She's going this Saturday to see the Best of Both Worlds tour, sold out in St. Louis. Aunt Christy will be there. Maybe she'll get me a T-shirt.
Well, Christy, if you if you have photos or feedback, leave it on. I know you're on Facebook because I see you. So leave that stuff on the Smoke and Sounds page, so we can post it and you can brag about. You basically saw probably the biggest super group ever.
Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close.
So definitely leave that feedback. So now speaking of music, I did want to touch on this. So in my previous life, I was a drummer, and so this last weekend, Paige and my wife and myself, we all found ourselves at Guitar Center. Now, one of the things about Guitar Center I didn't know was that they have instruments and stuff for you to sit and play.
Yeah.
So most music stores that I've ever been to, don't touch it, merchandise, all this kind of stuff. But I guess Guitar Center has a different philosophy. They want you to fall in love with it and, puppy dog it and take it home.
Right.
And so I have absolutely fell in love with the Alesis Strata electronic drum kit. It really does sound like real drums.
Yeah.
And gone are the 80s, all that. And I've always been an acoustic player, and you hit the drum and it speaks and all this kind of stuff. But I tell you what, I really got opened up to a new world, and I have a bigger crib now, so I'm thinking about getting that. And if I do, the nice thing here is that I can lay down a track or whatever, or do something, and just have it right here on Smoke and Sounds. It's we don't have to set up big boom mics in the garage and stuff like that. We can just do that. So I'm not saying that's a couple episodes away. I don't know, but if it is, again, I am a musician at heart, and so I really fell in love with it.
I've got a confession. You know what? And I don't know. I don't know if I didn't know this or it just didn't dawn on me. I didn't realize it till several years ago that Rick Allen from Def Leppard has always played electric drums.
Yep. He's always had to do that. Because he was in that car accident and lost one of his arms, but still soldiered on with Def Leppard, and absolutely. So
it's amazing the way that he can do that with his feet.
Oh yeah. It is very possible, and so many of you probably don't know, but Paige Turner plays left-handed bass. And we might get the band back together, talk Sean into getting his bass or guitar. You never know, folks. We might be doing our own music on Smoke and Sounds. I mean, kind of. And my wife plays keyboard, although she hates my style of music, what I play and stuff. So I doubt she would want to set in, but you never know. So we found ourselves there, and I tell you what, I was playing those drums, and Paige was rocking out on this left-handed bass.
See, you're going to need Debbie though for all that EDM music you're going to want to play.
Oh yeah, see, so and so yeah, and I really got the fever back for that. I mean, I didn't know how much I missed it until I was kind of sitting here just kind of tapping around on those things and all that. So
well, the leaf cutters say, "Do it, Justin. Live your best life."
Yeah. Hey, YOLO. You only live once.
You don't got to poke this bear too hard to get him to jump.
So now, Sean, did you say? And there's a
yeah, we're in the car hole.
Yeah,
there's
that's
flies.
right. So guys, hey, I'm not waving to everybody. There's like a fly over here. So did you say you play bass or guitar?
I can play just enough guitar to say that I can play guitar. Hey, our good friend Joseph Burke just jumped on. I absolutely love Joe. Man, if you guys don't follow this guy, Justin, let me tell you about an artist and a musician. This guy, if there's something that Joseph can't do, I haven't found it. He does these great art things on Twitch where he draws on his iPad and stuff. Oh man, he needs to do a Smoke and Sounds logo or something.
There you go.
And this guy, dude, I'm telling you, he's got a story. Me and Eric did the Generation Rewind, he came on with us, and you know he was like us. He was a radio DJ. If it can be done. Joseph can do it. You know, he loves the big green guy, the Hulk, and you know, if you guys look him up, I encourage you to look up Joseph. Check out his story. He's got an amazing story to tell. It's his story to tell, so I won't tell it, but an amazing, amazing human being, and I'm absolutely honored to call him a friend. But yeah, so I was a bass player growing up, and it's been long enough since I have played bass that I would like to get another one and really reteach myself now, because you know when we were growing up we didn't have YouTube and all this, right?
Oh yeah.
So
now you got videos, guys just sitting there doing that, and yeah, definitely. See, you never know. Now, if you guys recall, see, even if we had the band, you got your bass. Now, what is it? Spinal Tap had like 3 bass players, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and there's I was watching I think it's when Metallica was inducted into the Hall of Fame, because they had Robert out there, but they brought Jason Newsted out because, you know, he was in Metallica for so long.
Right.
And so they had both of them going at the same time. So,
you know, I was throwing together a playlist earlier, and I played one of the tracks I remembered was from Kill 'Em All, the bass solo from is it Cliff Burton?
No, Kill 'Em All. Yeah, that was Cliff Burton.
Yeah, it was Cliff. And I remember that being played on the radio a whole bunch when Cliff died unexpectedly in a bus accident.
Yeah, because I think Ride the Lightning was his last album, right? Because Jason started on Justice for All.
And Justice for All, yes. That was like their comeback album after Cliff. And I remember the radio playing that bass solo like a whole bunch, like, you know, like over and over and over, you know, to kind of in tribute to Cliff. And so, you know, guys, that's how far back I go with all this.
Yeah,
you know?
man. Because he had just left Flotsam and Jetsam, I think, was the band that Jason was in prior to Metallica.
Flotsam and Jetsam, man. Now there's an old school name.
That's right. Hey, man, you weren't a 80s thrasher skateboarder if you didn't listen to Slayer and Metallica and Flotsam and all those guys and Fugazi, you know, all those bands.
Oh my gosh. And of course, and now if you guys want a more in-depth discussion of this, listen to our Blackened episode. We are going to do another one of those to celebrate the Shade to Black, you know, but we discussed, like, you know, Sean's ill-fated skating days, and
skateboarding is not a crime.
I still remember. You remember that guy? He was outside the bar or whatever, and he had that shirt, skateboarding, skating's not a crime or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was like totally getting sick, like in the alley or whatever.
Couldn't hold his liquor.
Yeah, he couldn't hold his liquor.
He needs to listen to the Dram Amateur.
That's right, man. You can kind of see what's going on. So, if you want to hear more discussion with that, listen to our Blackened episode. It's one of our earliest ones, and again, it's right here in the Carhole Lounge. It was like it was colder than anything, but we were out there braving it, you know. And now we're in the heat, so it's just, you know, it's one of those things. Because Sean was saying, yeah, if we go live on Instagram, if we're just at the corporate headquarters, you know, we'll just be sitting there.
Yeah, nobody wants to listen to us talk.
No doubt.
Yeah, Joseph says, R.I.P. Cliff Burton. Man, what a amazing, you know, because he's one of the first bass players. He may not be the first, but one of the first that I remember that he was using like wah-wah pedals and stuff with his bass.
Yeah,
you know.
And I tell you who. speaking of, I don't know how we're on bass guitar, all this, but
it's Smoking Sounds, baby.
That's what we do. So I tell you who revolutionized for me how you think about bass.
I think I know who you're going to say.
I bet you don't. Is the guy at Primus?
Oh, Les Claypool.
Yeah. So
I was going to go Rush. Geddy Lee.
No, cool. Because I mean. But Geddy Lee will tell you he is a keyboardist first, he's a singer second, and a bassist third.
Damn,
because he mainly does bass, with his feet.
He's kind of like my friend Mike we were talking about earlier. I wish I just had as much talent as that guy has in his pinky.
So, but I happen to again put on this playlist. Maybe I'll post the playlist on Facebook. But
yeah, Joseph says the song Orion off of Masters of the Puppets was all of Cliff's original composition, one of his favorite bass riffs of all time.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry, I'm trying to read this thing sideways, guys. So if I misread what you're trying to say, and I would mess with my phone, but I've got it on this little thing called a gimbal that my wife was nice enough to let us borrow since my daughter broke the other little tripod. So if I mess with this, it's going to start spinning, and y'all are going to think we're in a movie, The Twister. So we're just going to. I'm going to just try to lean sideways and read.
So, but the guy, but to me, when I first heard Primus, and the track I put on there was "My Name Is Mud." You guys remember, you old schoolers remember that from the day.
That was before Johnny was a race car driver.
I think, wasn't it after?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was just being.
Oh, there you go.
Silly.
But to me, that totally changed for me how you thought about bass guitar overall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to me, so Cliff, to me, Cliff did all that he could do with the bass at that time, right?
Yes.
So. But then Primus came along and to me revolutionized how you even think about using that instrument to begin with.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Les did more with the bass than you could ever imagine. And that was before he met Winona and her big brown beard.
Yeah, now that was before Winona Big Brown Beaver. Yeah, that's for sure. And so anyway, so we've been thinking a lot about bass guitar.
Big Al says that Les Claypool tried out for Metallica.
Really? And he didn't make it?
I don't know if that was after Cliff passed or after Jason left.
Wow.
But it feels like Robert is Trujillo. I can't ever really pronounce his last name, but that guy is, he's a born and bred jazz bass player.
Yeah, and of course I love jazz, and so when I was thinking about bass and guitars and stuff, a lot of names that probably a lot of you guys won't know, like John Patitucci and Jaco Pastorius.
That right there that's Robert's favorite. He actually has Jaco's bass.
Is that right?
Yep.
Wow, you are the man. I tell you, so if you listen to the old Weather Report recordings, you kind of have to listen closely. They didn't feature him as prominently as I thought they should have. But again, and by the way, there's a guy. His name is Reed Anderson. He was with the Bad Plus. And I think still is, but he has a number of again. But these are like jazz, these aren't like metal or rockin' albums or whatever. But again, guys, you can't hold me down to one genre. I kind of follow a lot of that stuff. So definitely. Yeah. So somehow we're on bass guitars today. We're
talking a little music today on Smoking Sounds. It's been a while since we've got some music talk in on.
Well,
here.
And then so my pipe is done, and again it's a smaller like a little like walk around pipe. So you still got that cigar going?
I'm in my final third here. We're working our way down. Hey, we still appreciate everybody jumping on this Instagram Live with us. Again, this episode will be available for download tomorrow morning. So if you missed out on some of it, man, make sure you download it and make sure you're hitting subscribe, because that helps us to where more people find our podcast. If you subscribe and leave a review. There's times that we actually make it up on the charts of Apple Podcast under like cigars and things like that. And listen, we're just a couple of guys here in the Car Hole Lounge having fun, enjoying every second we get to spend with everybody in this wonderful community. And Cigars with Big Al, he's pointing to the sky, Justin. He says he acknowledges you. Woo!
So
the OTP, the original.
What is it?
The original pipe smoker. Oh, yes. Sorry. ADHD got me again.
So I want to. When I was in Jacksonville, I was wearing my smoking speakers available at Bonfire, and a guy. A lot of us there, our vision was suspect at best. So I was wearing my smoking speakers, and he said those things. He said, "What is that? Smoking sounds?" And we talked about it. He said those look like smoking titties, and because the woofers in them and stuff. And so I've always wanted to come on here and say, so if you need a T-shirt with smoking titties on it, don't forget to look at our Bonfire page under smoking speakers. That is by far my, next to the Eagles Herf, that is by far my favorite design. Although I'm liking that new pipe tin look with the Eagles Herf. Definitely like that.
You want to talk about old school, brother Justin? Carey, Cowboy HD11, one of our first original listeners, followers, man. Absolutely love Carey. He's down there in Florida. Hell, he probably understands what humidity is more than any of us. Mm-hmm. But he just jumped on and said, "What's up, fellas?" We absolutely love Carey jumping on saying, "What's up?"
Exactly.
At Cowboy HD11. He's a big cigar smoker. I'm a little jealous of Carey, because he's actually went on the J.C. Newman tour a couple of times.
So tell him, hey.
Well, he's on there. You tell him.
Hey, man. So we still haven't been able to get our hands on any of the Tampa Bay smokers.
I know. What's up with that?
So if you can give us the higgity hookup, that'd be great. You definitely we need to do that to get the before baseball season is entirely over. We
might get them before spring training.
Well, hey, there you go. And also, just want to get a big shout. We are making plans to attend the North Georgia
Cigar Festival.
That's right.
In the Georgia mountains.
In the Georgia mountains with dirt.
Cigars for beginners.
That's right. So we are definitely making plans to head out that way and to actually take this show on the road. And so
Carey says he's going to see what he can do about those Tampa smokers.
Carey, let me tell you what. Also, if they have any Tampa Bay smoker like swag, particularly lids. Bonus. I mean, so I'm just saying, if you got hookup down there, help a brother out.
Hey, listen, again, because we absolutely love community. I'm part of the Tri-Star Herf crew out of Tennessee, basically. That's where it started. Brother Big Al's on there. They're starting to get members. Listen, guys, join the Tri-Star Herf crew. There's a lot of them. There's the Wolf Pack. There's a lot of great cigar clubs out there. I absolutely love them all. But let me tell you, I absolutely love the Tri-Star Herf crew. And there's a gentleman that he did a Real Minutes podcast, and that kind of his co-host, they weren't able to do it, but he's going to be joining with Charles, and they're going to be starting a live podcast. I don't know if it's just going to be on Instagram or YouTube, called Real Smoke. And I'm really interested to see what these guys are going to bring. There's always room at the table for Cigar Podcast. This is not a competition; it's a community. The Tulsa Rumblers are on here with us. Justin, what do we say about the Tulsa Rumblers?
Yeah, man. All right, the Rumblers. I tell you what, it was, guys, when we were out there, it was like 115 degrees or whatever. It's certainly that's what it felt like. And yours truly, I didn't even. The only thing I drank that day was water.
That's how hot it was.
Yeah, because I was so worried about dehydration. I only drank water, but it was just a great time. And Rumblers, what's that guy's? What's your pitcher's name?
Baudry.
Now Baudry can pitch, because you could tell, because that ball would come in and be like spack, like big, and so he was hurling that.
And that was interesting to hear you say that. When you said to me, you said, "Man, Baudry can really pitch," and it's because you can't see him pitching.
No.
So you were going off of the sound of his pitches hitting the catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
And you said his just sound different.
Yeah. The other guy, I mean, it just sounded normal. Chop. But Baudry would sling it in there. So Baudry, hey,
and that's another community. the Sandlot community.
Oh yeah,
You know, I mean, all the teams from Austin and all. I mean, look, when we've had Jake and Josh on here with us. If you go back and listen to the Tulsa Rumblers episode, because what Jake and Josh did for Sandlot baseball in Tulsa, Oklahoma, it's a community. And it's like a second family. It's you go out there. It's like just being around people. You feel like you know them forever.
Right. And definitely Tulsa Rumblers. Again, the rumor is that this may be Brother Sean's farewell season.
Well, maybe.
Although
there's listen. It's like everything, right? As we get older, our bodies don't quite perform the way they used to. But there's also that aspect of, because Jake's, I've known him forever, and Josh, these aren't my friends. These are my family, and I love these guys. It's so walking away from playing baseball is one thing. Not having the opportunity to be around these people, I don't know if I can do that.
Oh yeah, I absolutely understand that. So
I may have to move into the Tulsa Rumblers corporate office.
You may have to be like a team manager or something.
Well, I was joking with Josh, and I said, maybe I could be like, but he does such a great job with all the Rumblers social media, and it's crazy because, I use Canva, and I'm not a graphic designer by any stretch of the imagination, but Josh does these amazing posters and these amazing posts, and he does them all off his cell phone. I don't know how he does it, but it is, some of the best, he's an artist. You got to see this guy's artwork. He did a Mickey Mantle, his rookie card. He painted it. He drew it and painted it. He could have probably sold that thing for $10,000.
Oh, wow. So, because now he designed last year. You guys got actual Rumblers baseball cards, right?
Yes, Josh. He does Sandlot baseball cards. Look, if you guys maybe you play a little, whatever it is you play, check out what Josh does with these Sandlot baseball cards. Man, they are awesome. And then another gentleman, Sean, who runs the Tulsa Jesters. He has hay batter, and he does bobbleheads for people. I've got him doing a bobblehead for me right now.
Oh wow, there you go. So you just again, we sort of gravitate toward all these communities, where it's not us versus them. It's just us with us, and so I just love that, and if we can get the music thing off the ground, again, it would be more of the same. I'm not interested in really. The only person I'm competing against is myself.
Right.
Like, how good can I be? How good can I be better than I was? Last month, can I be better than I was? But other than that, they're no good, or that person's not as good as me. No, I just need to be better than me, and that's it.
And that's the thing with whether it's the Cigar community, whether it's the podcast community, whether it's the Tulsa Rumblers and the Sandlot community, none of it is a competition. No one. Look, I could go right now, hang out at Lacey Park with the Tulsa Rumblers, and no one is going to remember my last at bat.
Right.
I could strike out, if I have 4 at-bats, let's say, I strike out 3 of them, but I have 1 good hit, right? That's all they're going to talk about is my 1 good hit. They pick you up.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, guys, if you saw the video, he had when Sean was up to bat, he had the Stone Cold Steve Austin theme going. It was just tremendous. And also there is a picture. Somehow I'm like in the team photo, and so I don't know how that worked out, but still, again, it's just great.
It's all about love. It's all about community. Right. It's all about support.
So guys, so again, wherever you are, I encourage you to find these kind of communities, the cigar community, certainly, podcasts, if you play baseball, if you maybe you play music, or whatever it is you do, find these communities again where you're not trying to be better than other people, where everyone's there just to hold you up. And again, that goes right back into, remember when we were at the Tobacco Patch, we talked about third spacing. Yep, that's exactly what that is. So this?
It's because I was talking to Dave from Totally 80s and 90s Recall today, and I told him, I said, hey, I've got a Foo Fighters song on the playlist, and when I play that, I want to bring up your latest episode. Now, listen, Dave and Rob, they have a ton of subscribers, and they're a huge nostalgic podcast. And he thanks me. It's not a competition. It doesn't matter if they get 200,000 downloads an episode, or it's like they appreciate anybody who's going to listen and anyone that's going to support them, and they're going to show that support right back.
Right. So that is, I'm just very honored and happy to be a part of that. And now also, I just wanted to kind of have put some different things out there too. We have a guy coming up who used to be a Harlem Globetrotter.
Yeah.
And
Bird, blowing smoke with Bird.
Yeah, so that is going to be an interesting podcast. He's big into cigars and
knows his cigars
and knows all about them. So
and he's got a position with the retired NBA players commission or something like that. I don't want. I'm telling you, I met Bird. He walked up. He handed me a cigar. And I thought, man, we're going to be blowing smoke. And he started educating me from the get-go. So that's why we're going to call the episode Blowing Smoke with Bird whenever we get that recorded.
Right. Now,
but I think the next one we're going to work on is definitely Silent Hero Cigars with Bryce. Because, not only do I love Bryce, absolutely. I'm telling you, if you got YouTube, find the crazy gringo on there, J-Ram, our main man. He did a YouTube with Bryce, and it was probably one of the most inspiring things I've watched in a long time.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and certainly Silent Hero. They help out our vets and that sort of thing, and so we're just we have a lot of stuff kind of in the works. We have a lot of stuff that we want to do. We hope everyone keeps finding this interesting. I sometimes look at our downloads. I look at what we do. And honestly, I can't imagine why anybody would tune in. And by the way, hey Sweden, if you're listening,
it's so funny because I was just talking to Shabotu. I don't speak Swedish, but we were talking because he does calligraphy and he did a thing for Brother Jake for his birthday, and we were talking.
Excellent.
And he was like, with all the things that they put on trade and stuff coming in, it's getting really difficult for him to get pipe tobacco.
Uh-oh.
And so he has friends that when they come to, when they leave Sweden, they're bringing him back in pipe tobacco.
Oh, there
and
you
it's
go.
crazy
Wow.
to think, because we have cigars and, hell, we can drive 10 minutes down the road and we're at a cigar shop.
Right.
And in other countries, they don't have that. So we definitely, I look at there and I'm like, why the Netherlands, Sweden, Japan, all these different countries, and they're listening to us, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and again, so this community is definitely worldwide, and people come in from all over. So definitely, we just so much appreciate that. And
you know what I saw today on Cigar Aficionado? So this is how popular cigars are right now, right? So they said that in the first 5 months of 2024, there were more cigars ordered and sold than there was in all of 2023, and 2023 was a huge year for cigars.
Oh my gosh! Wow, man,
or something like that. It was. I'm not quoting it, word for word there, but it's we've been saying that there's something about cigars and they're on the rise, and I think it's not the cigar. I think it's the community.
Yeah,
I think it's the cigars kind of. It's just like Sandlot baseball. It's about the community. The baseball is just kind of second or third.
Oh yeah.
Like the gentleman said on the Long Time documentary. Hell, the worst thing that can happen is you hit the ball and have to run to first.
So yeah, that is true, and I think, and I still think, just like. So with pipe tobacco, I know a lot of people cringe, but 90% of what's sold in the United States is aromatic pipe tobacco. So I think one of the things that's leading this kind of cigar is the acid, is the deadwood. These more like sweet smelling flavored cigars. I know a lot of you purists hate to hear that, but again, whatever fuels that community, that allows your community, to whatever part of it you're in, to benefit.
Yeah.
So
I had one of our local cigar shops. He told me, I obviously he doesn't know all the financials and stuff from Drew Estate, but the acid line, the Drew Estate line, the factory smoke, those carry Drew Estate.
I believe it. And by the way, guys, so just another, if you're in there, get anything from Factory Smoke is just good. Our favorite here at the Carl Lounge is the Factory Smoke Maduro.
Churchill.
The Churchill, yes.
Yes.
The Churchill size. And now the Factory Smoke Sweet is also a nice. And again, all these are very reasonably priced.
Yes.
So you can go in and grab a bunch of them and hand them out to your friends. Who conveniently always forget to bring cigars, but you can still hand those out to them. And
I definitely got to thank Drew Estate and Factory Smokes for supplying and sponsoring an Oklahoma summer. I don't know where I'd be without those Factory Smokes, because when it's 127 degrees and you want to get a quick cigar in, man, thank God for those Factory Smoke Robustos. That's a great, quick little smoke, and you're only out a couple bucks.
Oh yeah, exactly. And so even if you have to get too hot, you just have to leave it out there in the ashtray. It's not a big thing.
It's not a Liga Privada number 9.
Right,
it's not a $27 stick or something.
Oh
like
yeah, so definitely. So again, we're looking forward to the the freestyle packs from Drew Estate will be coming. The last part of September?
I think so. I think that's what I saw on Classic Cigar Lounge. I think I saw that.
So definitely, we'll be looking forward to that, and of course anything with Deadwood and those ladies on there. I'm down for. So definitely looking forward to the kind of the Halloween kind of theme.
Oh yeah.
Dias de los Muertos. So we want to be sure, and so we will definitely be featuring Shade to Black. So all kinds of things. Just guys, it's funny when we first started this podcast. A lot of the feedback I was getting from my peeps around me is that you guys are going to run out of stuff to talk about.
Boy, were they wrong!
Oh my gosh! I mean, they're just there's lots of stuff we can't even get to. Until
we forget about.
Oh well, yeah, and then they're like, oh yeah. So there's no shortage of stuff, and
not at all.
Especially when we get the pipe tobacco stuff in there. Cornell and Dill has their Sun Bear, locust, honey locust.
The Professor.
They've been talking about it. So again, there's just no limit to what we can do and talk about. Again, if you've heard our episodes, and what is this, 25?
25.
So leave us some feedback. If there's something that we haven't covered that you think, oh, you guys have got to cover this, cover that, or related to cigars or pipe tobacco, let us know, because we just go to the tobacco shop like everybody else, and hey, what's good,
and Instagram may cut us off because we're a little bit over our time here. So I want to thank everybody that has joined. Jason, the Dram Amateur, Cigars with Angel, the Tulsa Rumblers, Carrie, Bulletin Braves, Stogie Golf, all you guys. Thank you so much for jumping on and kind of experiencing this with us. We thought it would be something a little different to do. Jump on Instagram Live. We were going to record anyway, so why not enjoy that with you guys? So
I appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, this episode will be available if for some reason you want to hear it again.
Yeah, definitely. And, because you definitely want to hear us, Zemo, nicotine pouches, all you guys, Escapes, Mike, all you guys, thank you so much. What do you think, Justin? Are you about ready to...
don't. We're not tying a ribbon on anything. So that has become a thing now, right?
Oh. I've got it in the script to make sure I bring up tying a ribbon on it.
Oh my gosh. I tell you what. But definitely, yeah, I think we've, I think we've done what we've set out to do. And again, I just want to thank everybody for listening to us episode after episode. Big shout out to the Wagon Master. I had inadvertently said that CM Punk was from ECW. He was never at ECW, so I'll do a little correction here at the end. for that. Thank you, Wagon Master.
Yeah. Hey,
and
thank you, Cowboy HD. He said he's going to work on getting that stuff for us.
Yep. All
Brother
right.
Al says he appreciates us, and we appreciate him more than he'll ever know.
I tell you, Big Al. Again, if you want this job, just all you have to do is say the word, and then I'll just be like a foreign correspondent or something.
Oh, runaway golf ball. Sorry, I got to go get my Stogie golf ball. So, well, all right, Justin. Well, hey, listen, because you remember Day Fox.
Yep.
Thank you so much to Day Fox for getting us a little outro music here.
Smoker's Delight.
Smoker's Delight. I was driving down the road the other day and I put this on, and I probably listened to it about 13 times in a row.
I still have no idea what they're saying.
I don't either.
But
I just know they say don't ever change, and I'm telling you guys out there in the cigar community, please don't go changing. Please don't ever change. Cigars with Big Al says Punk was at the Ring of Honor.
Okay. So, there we go. Okay, thank you, Alan.
So that's a wrap for this episode of Smoking Sounds. We hope you enjoyed the blend of cigars, pipe, and music we shared today. Thank you for tuning in and being part of our community. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to follow us at Smoking Sounds Pod and subscribe to this podcast so you never miss a beat or a draw. And if you're feeling generous, leave us a review. It helps others find the show. Until next time, keep those cigars lit, your pipes packed, and those sounds smoking.
Yep.